Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. The subject of my vlog today is 7 things I don't like about living in the Philippines. But before I get started, let me welcome my new viewers and new subscribers. Thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity, and your support of my channel. We're approaching 23,000 subscribers, 4 million views, and that could never be possible without you. And I just want to thank you every time on all my videos. For anybody new here, I left the rat race in December of 2018. Never to return. I made a solemn oath to never get back on the hamster wheel, no matter what it costs. And I came here to the Philippines in search of a new life and found it. And I want to share with you my boots on the ground experiences the only way I know how, by giving you the nitty gritty, exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. I'm never going to sugarcoat that, because there's going to be people coming after me. And, you know, if my experiences can help you, good. 7 things I don't like about living in the Philippines. Now, this isn't about the people, the government, crime, how I'm treated, or anything. It's really some inconveniences that I don't like, because no place is perfect. Let's be honest about that. And I got the idea because there was a guy on my live stream the other day. He said something. He says, you know, as foreigners, we give up a lot to come live in a third world country. I thought it was a profound statement, but he never elaborated on it. It would have made for a good conversation. I wanted him, you know, so I had to think long and hard, because I love it here. But I did come up with 7 things, and I want to share them with you. The first is language. Okay, let's be honest. To me, in my opinion, language is the 8th wonder of the world, self-expression being one of the great riches. And because I don't speak the native languages, I mean, it's something like 170 dialects or something like that, it makes holding a conversation difficult. And although a lot of Filipinos speak English, they speak the baseline English, enough of them don't speak English, and it makes it an inconvenience. You know, when you try to hold a conversation or something, because you're always being misinterpreted. And I think this is for expats anywhere around the world where your language is not spoken. But yeah, language, guys, it's an inconvenience. And I want to share that with you. You know, I don't know if you want to take Tagalog lessons. You know, a lot of times with me, I'll tell you, I don't want to be fluent because I don't want to hear a lot of the negative talk. I try to keep that out of my mind. You know, I was told to protect my mind as if it was Fort Knox. Protect what goes into it like it's Fort Knox. And I do that. So language. The second thing that I find really inconvenient is the lines here. There's long lines everywhere you go. And waiting in those lines, man, can be a headache. I mean, everywhere you go in the Philippines, I don't care if you're going to the pier, you're going to the airport, the bus station, the grocery store, you know, pre-pandemic, it's long lines. And it's something that I'm not used to. But I've gotten used to, but not to the point where it doesn't bother me, because it does. The next thing is mail service. It's really non-existent. And coming from my country, mail services, I get mail every day, just like that. And it's basically non-existent here. On average, it takes about 2 months for me to receive a letter. Even if I mail it out, it takes about 2 months to get there. If I use the express services, it can cut it in half to about 30 days. But the mail service is something that makes my life difficult over here. I'm used to, you know, getting that correspondence on a daily basis, on a regular basis. And especially when you connect it with these next two. The next one being the lack of online services. There's very few cashless options over here. I'm used to paying my bills online, downloading and filling out government forms, doing my taxes, everything online. I can't remember the last time I went down and paid my water bill or electric bill in person, or credit card bill or anything like that. Well, over here, you're not going to get that because very few online services. Ditto, because I'm going to give you an example of why this is such a headache in the next one. But yes, very few online cashless options. You can't correspond with the government online. Everything has to be in person. Then you're going to run into the lines again. It's like a never-ending circle. And remember, these are just inconveniences, guys. This isn't something that's going to run me out of this country. But I did want to tell you about it. I'm going to give you the 360. No place is perfect. Now, this leads into this next one, the paperwork. Because there's few online services, means you have to do all the paperwork associated with whatever it is, a marriage license, birth certificate. I mean, it can get pretty tedious, man. Let me give you an example, okay? This motion of reconsideration that I'm doing, to extend my time here and everything like that. You know that they ask me for every single immigration receipt that I receive, because every time that you go and you renew your visa, they give you a receipt. They want every last one of them, which you would think all they would have to do is go online and see where I paid all of them. But that's not how it is here. That just gives you an example. I mean, it's paperwork. You go to the city hall here and you just see stacks and stacks of paperwork and boxes and stuff, and it drives you crazy. But that's one of the things, guys. Okay, the next one is traffic, but not in the way you would think. They've got crazy drivers over here and the traffic patterns look like a bowl of spaghetti. But what I'm talking about is the dilapidated vehicles on the road. It makes it dangerous over here. Bad brakes, slick tires with little or no tread. It causes, you're like taking your life in your own hands. And I didn't say that. The Department of Transportation Secretary said that a long time ago. She said the best way to alleviate a lot of these traffic problems is to get a lot of these dilapidated vehicles off the road. And it started making me take notice, because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of these accidents over here, it's not from bad driving. It's from bad brakes. So traffic, ladies and gentlemen. And the last one, and certainly not the least, but it's no familiar faces. Everywhere I go, I don't know anybody, and nobody knows me. Psychologists say that the sweetest sound to a person's ear is the sound of your name. Somebody says your name. And I don't get that here. In my hometown, of course, everywhere you go, you see somebody. I don't care if you're in the city, if you're in the outskirts, the grocery store. You're going to see somebody, and it just, it's a feeling I can't really describe. But everywhere I go here, I don't know anybody. Nobody knows me, and nobody knows my name. And it's an inconvenience. It's something that you have to get used to. So there you have it. The 7 things that I don't like about living in the Philippines. It has nothing to do with the people, the government, the crime, how they treat me over here. It's nothing that's going to run me away from here. But no place is perfect. And these are some things that I really had to think long and hard about. When he said that, he said, yeah, we give up a lot as foreigners to come over here and live in a third world country. And I told him, I said, look, how many times I got to tell you the Philippines is not a third world country? It's a very rich country. Are there third world conditions over here? Absolutely, as it is everywhere around the world. When you got a country like America, which only has 4% of the Earth's population, it controls anywhere between 25 and 40% of the Earth's natural resources. There's going to be third world conditions. If there's third world conditions in America, it's going to be third world conditions everywhere else. So thank you so much for stopping by today. My channel is real life stuff, guys. If you want the drones flying everywhere, if you want to talk about, sex all the time and women and dating, I'm going to give it all to you, but, you're at the wrong place, okay? My channel is for men and women who's never been here before, but who has an interest in coming here for a visit, slow vacation, to rejuvenate. So I don't want you to be blindsided. I just want to give you my perspective, kind of what to look for, what to expect. You're going to see something different, but you're not going to be able to come over here and say, oh, Calvin lied. So if in America it's getting late, before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help, to intentionally help. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift or you're on your lunch break and you see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, I guess it's about 7:30 a.m. We have the whole rest of the day to find somebody to help. No excuse over here. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people. We help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. I want to apologize to everybody. Sunshine Shoulders, Moonshine Shoulders show was canceled yesterday. I wasn't feeling it, man. So what we're going to try to do is bring it to you Saturday morning, Philippine time. Sunday morning, Philippine time, I'm sorry. Saturday night, Eastern Standard Time. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.